Welcome to the Warframe Weapon Encyclopedia, where today we're checking out the Ghoulsaw. You can get the blueprint for the Ghoulsaw from the Vent Kid's Bash Lab in your dojo, and you're gonna need 30,000 credits and then a blade, chassis, engine, and grip to put it all together, and all the blueprints for these parts are also available from the Bash Lab. Now these parts aren't necessarily expensive to make, they each take 30,000 credits and then varying amounts of resources, with at least one resource coming from the open world. Now the Ghoulsaw is a Mastery Rank 7, Ghoulsaw, it's kind of a one-of-a-kind thing that does primarily slash damage with some puncture and impact on the side. It comes with an attack speed of 1, which is usually pretty decent, but on the Ghoulsaw the animations are very long, so the weapon actually ends up being pretty slow overall. It has pretty low range, coming in at 2.15, it has mediocre crit at 15% with a 1.9 times crit multi, though the status chance is actually pretty good at 27%. As far as the build goes, if you want to go for DPS, you want to run something like this, where you're running either Primed Pressure Point or Kundi Overload for damage, Blood Rush for crit scaling, Organ Chatter for crit damage, Berserker Fury for attack speed, then Vicious Frost and Virulent Scourge for viral, Weeping Wounds for status scaling, and finally Primed Reach to fix that mediocre range. You will, however, with this setup, have to run either the Naramon Focus School or a Dexterity Arcane on your primary or secondary to get some sort of combo sustain. But you will get pretty good damage for it. It's not the most amazing DPS you've seen, but it's pretty damn solid. It does depend pretty heavily on which combo you're using though. If you want to go for DPS, I would highly recommend the Standing Block combo, which has you execute multiple spins that all do a ton of damage. It's also the main reason why we're running Primed Reach on the setup, because this combo otherwise doesn't have an awful lot of range. So all in all, while the combo moves can be a bit clumsy at times, you can get some decent damage out of it if you have a proper build. This, however, isn't why you get this weapon. You don't get the Ghoulsaw to do mad DPS with it. You get it because it's dumb, it's fun, and it goes vroom vroom. So the build that I would actually recommend on the Ghoulsaw is this, where you keep the status, you drop the crit, and then you pump everything else into attack speed. Why? Well, because it makes the Ghoulsaw go vroom much faster. The point of this weapon, in my eyes, is to just have fun with it. As I've said already, this isn't a weapon you get for the DPS, it's a weapon you get because you think it's just fun. So if you're looking for the best melee weapon you can get, this isn't it. Don't get me wrong though, the weapon isn't terrible. It will easily take you through the entire star chart. You can do fissure missions, nightmare missions, and even sortie missions with it. But I genuinely would not get it for its DPS, because by the time you get to Mastery Rank 7, you're gonna have access to much stronger melee weapons, some of which are easier to get as well. None of them, however, are gonna be anywhere near as much fun as the Ghoulsaw. The Ghoulsaw is just pure fun, and I would recommend you get it just for that. This is a game at the end of the day, so fun should be your #1 priority. And the Ghoulsaw will provide it in spades. And that is pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching as always guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.